Yo, what's going on, guys? It is FoxyDude98 here. Welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today here on the channel. Today we are back with my F1 2013 career mode with Ferrari here for the Italian Grand Prix, the home of Ferrari. So we're here for this Grand Prix, and yeah, but there's not really much to intro actually in this video, to be honest. We've gone through all the emails already. For the Grand Prix. It's expected to be dry. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, you can see that we are currently top of the World Drivers' Championship, ahead of Sebastian Vettel by a mere 2 points. So it's still extremely tight at the championship, with Alonso, Hamilton and Rosberg all still in contention to win this championship. In the Constructors' Championship, things are even closer, with Ferrari and Mercedes top of the pile. So yeah, we need to crack on with this one and try and pick up a good result here today. And of course, my most successful track is Sakia, apparently. I don't know why, but it is. So we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, we're here for Italy, of course. This is probably the most important Grand Prix now of the season, bar obviously the British Grand Prix, which was my home race. Obviously, I think I won that Grand Prix. So yeah, I want to now win here in Monza, obviously the home of Ferrari. So we want to do well for the Constructors' home race, and the Tifosi home crowd will be right behind us. So we want to basically give it everything we've got. So yeah, let's do this.
That's the end of the session. Not bad. A little down on where we predicted. You'll be starting in 6th tomorrow.
Alright then, so that is it for qualifying today. We qualified in P6. Of course, when you don't do any practice around tracks, you tend to be a bit slower. But unfortunately, no brilliant qualifying session from myself. Fernando Alonso once again grabbing pole position, but the fortunate thing for me is overall the pace did look pretty good. I did make a horrible mistake into the first corner, the first chicane. I completely outbroke myself, and I had to chuck the car into neutral and just try and get it around desperately. And from that point on, I was already half a second plus down in the first sector compared to Alonso, and then I made a mistake into Ascari and went a little bit wide. So 2 mistakes there, and of course when it comes to one-shot qualifying, you can't afford to make those mistakes. So yeah, pretty frustrated, but you know, 6th place is still fine. You know, I won from 7th last time around, so yeah, I've won from low qualifying positions. That's kind of what I do in this series. So yeah, let's get into the race. Crunch time. Alonso on pole, and for some reason I've just noticed as well, actually, look at my car. My car is now number 4. If you go back to the Belgian Grand Prix, my car was number 3, so they've properly put me as a number 2 driver now. This is savagery. Anyway, enough to worry about. Let's get on with this race. 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go then to start. That's actually a good start for myself. I'm going to save a bit of curves now. I think Vettel's got the jump on. Well, that was just clumsy. Kind of gave him a push more than anything. I did slam into the back of Vettel then. That is clumsy on my behalf. Side by side with Rosberg. Rosberg backs out of it. Next up to Alonso. He's got a great run on Vettel though. I don't know what to do here. Should I go for it? I'll take the outside. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, game. Oh, that was so unintentional. Oh my god. How have I just made that work? I've just gone around the outside of Fernando Alonso, switched it to the inside line on Sebastian Vettel, and we're up into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. That is one of my best overtakes in this career mode. Right there. But now I have more things to focus on. Fernando, watch Ascari, because last time I got it all wrong in qualifying. Not too bad this time around. A little bit shaky on the exit of Ascari, and that's definitely cost me power. Not coming in quick enough. Vettel now in the slipstream. I don't think he'll get me into Parabolica. You know, he's going to try it. He got mugged off. He wants to come back at me. Brake a little bit harder. Vettel got boxed in horribly then. He's been overtaken by Alonso now. I boxed in Vettel horribly then. Doesn't matter to me. It's a Ferrari 1-2 as we cross the start-finish line. Order is resumed from the previous Grand Prix in the Belgian Grand Prix, and they're going to have a slipstream fest. They're down that straight now. I've got to be careful into turn 1. That's the new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. A 1:25.3, Alonso 1.1 back. This is tough. I am pushing really hard right now to stay in front of Fernando Alonso. That is for sure. In we come. First stop of the Grand Prix then. Right. This stint's been kind of quiet, and that's kind of for one reason, really. I've just been pushing flat out. I had to. This Grand Prix has been tough. Fernando, like any sort of mistake that I make, and Fernando Alonso is on the back of me, and if he gets in that slipstream, if he gets in that 1 second window with the DRS, he will be all over me, and we saw it before DRS was enabled. He was right on the back of me, so just chuck the thing into neutral by accident. But yeah, any mistake from me, and that's Alonso straight on my tail and in DRS of me, so I have to be really careful with Fernando. I've not been shy of an overcut from a couple of drivers. How much fuel have I got? I've got 1 lap of fuel spare. Definitely use some. I'll use some now, I think. Much better for the first chicane this time around. That undercut is just so powerful when it works. Gap was 1.6 to Fernando. I'd be surprised if the gap is over 4 seconds. If I wanted to attack any more of those corners, I think I'd be sliding off into a wall. That was so aggressive on the cornering. And how on earth has my gap gone? You wouldn't have seen it, but my gap was 5.8 as we went across the start-finish line. In that first sector alone, it's now down to 6.6. That is pure pace. I want to go in the 24s. Well, I just said I want to go into the 1 minute 24s. I've even gone and just banged it in the 1:23s. I love this track. And we're going to come home and take our 2nd win in a row. It's the first time we've done back-to-back victories in this season. However, this is a must because Belgium and Italy are 2 very simple tracks for me. Because we've got the likes of Japan, Malaysia and Singapore and just a few others to come. And they're not going to be simple, but in front of the Tifosi home crowd, it is going to be P1. That is exactly what we needed. It's a 1-2 for the 2nd race in a row for Ferrari, which is massive, especially here in front of the Tifosi. And as you can see, just a doddle. No one came close to me in the 2nd stint. That middle stint was just my own. Like, even if I was setting, like, 24s constantly in those middle stints, no one was even coming close to it. But, yeah, here we go then. Let's have a look at the full race results then and see how it ended up. So, Ferrari with a 1-2. It was Red Bull 3-4. Mercedes 5-6. Then we've got Hulkenberg 7th. Raikkonen 8th. The 2 McLarens and then Romain Grosjean missing out on the points. And we did have a DNF. It was Valtteri Bottas who DNF'd in the Williams there. So, bit of a shame for him. But at the end of the day, back-to-back race wins for us. Having a look then at the Drivers' Championship, we are now 12 points clear of Sebastian Vettel in the Drivers' Championship and a 34-point gap ahead of Fernando Alonso. And honestly, I'm going to need those. I'm going to need those gaps massively because Singapore, Malaysia and Japan, I'm going to struggle at, and I know that for sure. They're going to be tough for me in this game. Then we got Nico Rosberg, Hamilton and then Rosberg rounding out the top 5. To be honest, it's pretty much down to the top 5 now to see who can win this championship. 61 points, even at this point, is not that bad. Like, you can still gain that back. So it's going to be very interesting. In the Constructors' Championship, then, Ferrari now take the lead in the Constructors' Championship ahead of Mercedes-Benz on 25 points, ahead of Red Bull on 31, and Lotus 62 points back again. Still, any of those 4 can win the championship. So, yeah, pretty happy with that result overall. Really pleased with that, and I needed those 2 wins because, yeah, I mean, you saw it in Germany and you saw it in Hungary. Even I'm not Felipe. Why have I got Felipe on my suit for? This is just racism. But yeah, anyway, like you saw it in Germany, you've seen it in Hungary, you've seen it on all the downforce heavy circuits. I've not been quick. on the high-speed circuits. I have been quick. Canada, I won it. Belgium, I've won it. To Italy, won it. So, you know, we're coming to a stage now where I'm going to be back in my weak zone. So, I expect the AIs and even the Red Bulls like Vettel and stuff to come back at me then. So, yeah, so we've had 8 podiums this season. Wow, 5 wins, which is actually not too bad then out of, what, 13, 11 rounds? Well, I don't even know at this point. Not a bad result at all then. But anyway, that is all of that. Let's have a look at the emails then. So we have broken the world record. Well, congratulations on your 5th win of the season. We all knew what an amazing talent you were when we signed to join our team. I can't even talk properly. We didn't think you would disappoint us, but actually to go out on track and break the record for the most wins in a rookie season is just amazing. Oh yes, I am the world oh, love it. 5 rookie wins. Just wanted to mail and congratulate you on taking 5 wins in your rookie season. That's a record. It's a fantastic achievement in your first season, and it should certainly make people sit up and pay attention to you. Thank you very much. And there's the race results data. I actually even beat the pole position time with my fastest race. That shows what I could have done. Having a look at the team statistics then. Still beating Fernando and everything. 8-4, 8-6, 7-5. He's out qualifying me pretty much every time. That's probably going to continue. And for the Singapore Grand Prix next time around, you can see on your screens there, it's going to be a wet race and also a wet qualifying session. This isn't going to be fun. It's going to be difficult. But guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well. And I will see you guys next time where we go to the streets of Singapore and we resume battle once again. Take care all. Peace.